Hi, welcome to Soul Vibrations, here to deliver soul messages. Today I'll be reading energy with pendulum for chakras, tarot, and an oracle to close the message. And just a friendly reminder that this is a general energy reading, always with love, hoping to connect to those who would benefit from this message. So to start, I will begin with the crown chakra. Thank you. Third eye, throat, the heart, solar plexus, thank you, sacral, and the root. Thank you. Okay, so hopefully you guys were able to see, but in the solar plexus, it went forward, back and forth, back and forth. To me, that's like a maybe. That's like a halfway. And for sacral, it went the opposite way than most. So, in other words, it's asking us to focus on our energy and on our sacral, on our solar plexus and on our sacral chakra. And according to what it says here, I like to read this just to honor it, But the solar plexus is the third chakra and it's located below the chest. It represents self-esteem, pleasure, willpower, and personal responsibility. Imbalanced attributes would be low self-esteem, control issues, manipulative tendencies, and misuse of power. And for the sacral, that's the second chakra. It's located below the navel. It represents creative and sexual energies. Imbalanced attributes would be lack of or repressed creativity, sexual dysfunction, withheld intimacy, and emotional isolation. So I would like to start, I think that the main one to be looking at right now is the sacral, as it full-blown went the opposite way for me, but also not forgetting the energy, like talking about the actual solar plexus. And I would like to talk a little bit about that. Let's focus on what's located in that particular area of our body. Think about, in this particular area, we have our stomach, our liver, our pancreas, our gallbladder, our spleen, kidneys, small intestines, large intestine. It also works with the adrenal glands. And it's part of the autonomic nervous system, I believe it's called, which controls automatic functions such like breathing and blood pressure. So be mindful of like all of that right now, of your stomach, of your intestines, of what you eat, what you digest. Be very nurturing towards your body to feed in the energy, because somewhere here is distorting your actual energy up here. And so, again, focus on the color as well. The color yellow, enthusiasm, like walk with enthusiasm, like happiness, positiveness, joy. Try to focus on what you do have and not what you're lacking. Like it's a moment to think more positive and then negative. Again, just to feed those energies within you. The color yellow brings energy, youthfulness, bright. It's like the sun. So be out in the sun, get some sunlight, creativity. It's vibrant. So now moving on to the sacral, which is the one that I'm saying, like, pay a little bit more attention. This, what we hold in this particular area is our reproductive organs, our lower back and digestive system, our sex organs, our, again, reproductive parts, and our autoimmune system. And, words that hold relevance to this chakra is our movement. It's our adaptability, it's our physical pleasure, our sexuality, our emotions, sensation, nurturance, our intimacy, our desires, our needs, and guilt. So if any of that, I always believe that what we hold here is our relationship to ourselves, our relationship to people outside of ourselves, being that this is like where our reproductive system is located and where we also create life. So think about, again, your relationship to others outside of you. And if there is a little bit of that distortion right now, there's emotional isolation or some sort of withheld of anything, intimacy or just your creativity, you will hold it here. So just be mindful of that. Also focus on the color orange, or in the actual color orange is also optimistic, is very adventurous, is pleasure, it's energy, is warm, it's courage, it's a color of confidence, of success. So they both bring in a lot of like energy to self. So try to focus in on bringing in all of that, because even for our solar plexus, this works with our self-esteem, our confidence, our responsibility, our vitality, our personal power. This is our solar plexus, our sense of humor, and our will. So these both correlate together quite well. So be mindful of those energies and how you might need to be more nurturing towards yourself, and bringing those attributes to light versus, again, the lack of. And also, I always suggest eat a lot of fruits and vegetables that are of this colors, of this essence. Wear the colors, meditate on them. I would say light a candle, an orange candle or a yellow candle, that would bring you more energy. And I just heard work on your core. If you are working out, make sure that you strengthen your core. And just something tells me, like, just direct a lot of energy to you right now, to your willpower, to your connection to you, in order for the connection to others to be more balanced and with strength, that you're not giving from your cup, if that makes sense. It's like you're feeding into your cup, and so your overflow can be received by everyone else instead of from your cup. Okay, so I hope that this is of service, of help for anyone out there, and I will be moving on to tarot. I've premeditated and shuffled. I will do it one more time. Mind, body, and spirit. Mind, body, and spirit. Ooh, these are some heavy cards. Okay. In the overall, you got the Queen of Pentacles, and in your mind, you got the Five of Wands. In your body, you got the Nine of Swords, And in your spirit, you got the 10 of Swords. So very heavy energy, and it's no wonder that it's affecting, again, your relationship with others and your energy. I do see a lot of yellow here. It's like standing up, but amongst the darkness. And that just, it weighs heavy, just like these swords. However, the beauty of it is that there's light to come, that there is good energy to come, but nonetheless, without some struggles, obviously. I want to speak about the number 5 here, just in general, not the actual card, but just the number 5. The 5 in tarot is change, is instability, it is conflict, it can be stress, loss. But with effort, these conflicts can be sorted out. Okay, it's the number of change, it's an uncomfortable change. This card in particularly, in your mind, speaks about disagreement, challenges, obstacles, clashing of egos. Oy, I don't know what's going on with my camera. Give me 1 second. Okay, I don't know why it's doing that, but I'm gonna let it be. Hopefully it will. Hopefully it will just stop on its own. Okay. Well, moving on. So yes, moving on. Meaning that in your mind, there is a lot of change happening. There is, like I said, there is some distortion, some obstacles here. But it's with action, okay? It's with your action. It's how to move. This is fire element. And fire speaks about... This is wands, by the way, but it speaks about inspiration, creativity, action, ideas, energy flow. So there's, again, obstacles with how you're moving with your ideas. There might be changing of minds, and that's all absolutely okay. There's things that need to just change. So don't hold on to the idea of something, and then if it doesn't come out, you just throw it all in the trash. Like, no, just calm your mind at this time. Just know that it's the moment in time, that you're not alone. You're being influenced possibly by planets or just the energy of outside of ourselves. In many ways, we're going through major transformation earthly wise. So just be calm, okay? Know that it's an uncomfortable change, but just be patient to sort it out mentally. Physically, this is the card of end of sleepless nights. This is number 9, and it's the fulfillment of something, the final stage of the journey, the end of a cycle almost. And the swords speak about, again, your mental state. It speaks about your rationale, your intellect, your thoughts. And so, again, there's a conclusion coming, okay? There's new beginnings brewing around the corner. And spiritually, it's letting you know that there's a new dawn coming in your mental state, and how we think and how we process information. This is saying to be patient, obviously it's validating for you that you've gone through difficult times, and there's no going to, changing that. But in a sense, it's kind of like understanding and being able to move on from that. That's because it weighs heavy in your mind, and it's affecting you physically in the overall. This card in your body speaks about anxiety, dark thoughts, grief, depression, anxiety, like I said. So just bear in mind that these are passing moments, okay? Because, again, this is spirit saying it's the end. 10, completion, end of a cycle. It's a renewal. It's rewards or pain of that ending. You know, there's a new dawn. There's a new sunrise coming through. This specific card speaks about, again, painful endings, deep wounds, betrayal, loss, crisis. But in the overall, it shows you as a Queen of Pentacles who is so nourishing. She is patient. She is resourceful. She is fertile. She is prosperity. She is financial independence. And feminine energy speaks about choices, softness, sensuality. And this is earth element. And earth speaks to our body, our material needs, and our finances. But just bear in mind that earth, it's the slowest element. But because it does things right, it's tangibly, it is perfectionist in a sense. And so showing you here as a feminine is that there's fertile grounds here. There's more to come that will be nurturing, and it's asking you to wear your crown proudly, you know, that root your ideas and just walk in faith slowly to where you're heading, and you'll be fine. Again, these are passing moments, but in reality, you are a queen, a king, and you are in control, and you're doing things right slowly, but you're doing things right. And these are passing moments. And again, you're ending a cycle. So be patient. Thank you. And just to close this reading, again, I've meditated on these energies. You know what? This is sticking out. A time for healing, balsamic moon. And it says, pulling this card suggests that the past is in the past and bright future is beckoning. However, before you can take your next step, make sure that both you and the situation feel healed. This is not the time to paper over cracks or to simply pretend that everything is okay. Rather, you still need a little more time to heal and to soothe both yourself and anyone else in need. Then remind yourself that anything is possible if you believe it. This is also a time to surrender and wait to hear guidance from the universe. Powerful insights can be held if you know that someone or something really isn't good for you. This card is a reminder to surrender. Start the work on your belief in your dreams so you're ready when the time comes. Attuned to the moon. When one is healed, all are healed. Additional meaning, it's time to let go of the past. 1. 2, you are about to turn the corner. 3, you need more time to heal. 4, think about how this situation would look if anyone were healed. So I hope that this message resonated, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And also just a friendly reminder, I don't reach out to people. If you're interested in any of my services, please contact me. Information is down below. So thank you for your time. Best of vibes to you. Ciao.